You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. Several inches of snow up in the county from this storm pushing through. It's rain to the south and snow to the north right now. And there's another storm coming through for Monday, Tuesday time frame. So I'll track that in the forecast. Right now down in Sanford, it's all plain rain. So the farther you head south, that storm certainly doesn't have as much cold air with it. But yeah, so that storm pulls out of here today, middle of the day. And then we get into the next storm that I'm tracking in the forecast with a new snow map that I just made too. So make sure you are ready for that. Another storm coming. Yeah, it's April and it's certainly a winter month in Maine anytime we're talking about April. And let's get right into that next storm. So this is the forecast for Monday. There's going to be some light snow and rain along the southern coast. You'll see that here as this storm gets out of here for your Sunday. A few snow showers up in the county. And once that storm gets out of here today, here's that light snow from about Portland south. And then the actual storm gets in here. The bigger batch of moisture is going to get in here. See the blue popping up. That's Tuesday, okay? And with this storm, it's going to mix a bit along the coastline, but there's going to be a chunk here heading down east, heading around the Katahdin region where there's going to be moderate to heavy snow. Yes, in April. Happens almost all the time here. So we'll take a look at things now in more detail, show you the storm going on right now in the forecast here. And here it is. This is the storm pushing out now. This is the radar from the last hour or so showing that storm right now with a bunch of snow up in Caribou. We've had several inches, a mix going on south of that. It is rain heading down towards Eastport where it's too warm for snow there. So that pulls out of here in the next few hours. You see the rain here along the southern coast or towards the Oxford Hills, Sebago, around the lake, Rockland, all this green, this is all rain. That's going to be pushing out of here pretty soon. Temperatures are going to warm up to close to 50 in southern Maine, but for the most part, you're seeing these temperatures here, 30s north, low 30s where you've got the snow farther north. We had a warm layer in the atmosphere that pushed up into the atmosphere up above our heads in the sky that melted the snow and kept it as a mix inland, but also it was just cold enough for wet snow up in the county. So here's a look at what's going on right now. You see it. We are locked in with cloud cover. We are not going to see really any sun today. Really not going to see much sun until around Wednesday. So this is the pattern we're stuck in. It's a on and off stormy pattern. We get a few days of storms and then we get a couple of days where things clear out. So let's take a look at things now in more detail. And I want to show you the hour by hour forecast. So I'll reset things here on the map. Showers and the snow moves out here by the middle of the day. So it's all clear by about 1, 2 o'clock Eastport. A few rain snow showers up Katahdin region north tonight, but not a big deal. Temperatures will be relatively mild tonight. I don't expect a flash freeze, a lot of cloud cover. Okay, now on Monday, you're going to see early on morning commute around Portland, close to Augusta, heading south. There's going to be some light rain and snow. I don't expect this to be an accumulating situation, slushy at best, maybe a half inch, not a lot. I don't expect this to be anywhere close to plowable for Monday, southern coast. That's the only place that gets it Monday. Now on Tuesday, there's going to be a bigger storm that's going to get in here that I just showed you. So I'll talk about that in more detail now with my snow map. So I just made this map. This is mostly for Tuesday. Some of it for the southern coast includes Monday, but really it's mostly Tuesday. So we'll call it mostly during the day Tuesday, where there's going to be up to 2 inches all the way up towards a place like the Carrabassett Valley getting around a 2 to 4 inch range, Rangeley heading north and east, and then northeast of that for down east Maine, you head to central and you head to down east Maine. I've got 4 to 8, and then 8 plus around the Katahdin region heading down east, where an inverted trough is going to set up and really just amp up that snowfall. Okay, and that's especially going to be once again on Tuesday. And it's 4 to 8 inches from around the Katahdin region north, around central Maine north, okay? Augusta, you're on that line really there, I think up to 2. It's 2 to 4 north of that, so you get up around Obviously, the Katahdin region where you're going to see this storm really amp up just a bit, heading down east around Calais. You're in that 4 to 8 inch range, okay? Eastport, you're in that up to 2, close to 2 to 4, probably more like around 2 or 3. And then in the county, you've got that 4 to 8 inches and 8 inches plus here. So plowable snow for many, not so much for southern Maine, for the mid coast. Oxford Hills, I don't think you get enough for a plowable snow there. So we'll see here. Obviously, Tuesday, we got a lot of time here in the forecast where things are going to be changing next couple of hours, and then I'll fine tune this forecast tomorrow. But right now, we're going to dry out briefly. So right now, raining Portland, Lewiston, Auburn, Eastport. Look at the raindrops on the camera. Wintry weather does return, though, Monday and Tuesday. Monday, it's just southern Maine. Tuesday, it's a lot more widespread. And then we clear out, but we are going to be chilly into Wednesday. I'll get to the 10-day forecast in a second. But first, I want to show you the forecast today where the rain ends, the snow ends. It'll be cloudy. We're not going to see sun. Temperatures, though, 50. So pretty typical this time of the year as far as temperatures, with a light downsloping breeze. For tonight, mostly cloudy, rain and snow showers at the coast, the southern coast especially, probably about after midnight or so, with temperatures being generally above freezing. Not expecting this to be an icy situation. Small craft earlier on today for the Mariners on your Sunday. Tonight, that small craft will expire. And here's your new 10-day forecast where it's mostly cloudy in the mountains Monday. Tuesday, here come the snow squalls and snow showers. Wednesday, Thursday, quite chilly, especially Wednesday. A low in the teens there with a high below freezing. And then another storm comes in for the weekend, Saturday into Sunday, and then more showers for April 16th. Now, inland is a different situation. Mostly cloudy on Monday. You got rain and snow showers Tuesday. Depends where you are. If you're down east on Tuesday, there's going to be some moderate to some heavy snow there. Then clear out Wednesday, Thursday before the mostly rain shower storm gets here for the weekend. So we're stuck in a stormy weekend pattern. Plus, we got a storm coming in on Tuesday. Coastline, it's rain, snow showers, southern coast Monday. Tuesday, it's pretty widespread. I don't expect a lot of accumulation. You got to head really north to get this. Really head inland to get accumulation at the coast this time of the year. And then, but storm track is the thing, so I'll watch it very closely, show you the trends, especially tomorrow. Clear out Wednesday, Thursday, and then an onshore flow Saturday, Sunday is going to mean rain and chilly temps. We do get to the 50s, though, April 14th and 15th. But, I mean, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed a couple days ago. Hopefully at the coast you got to the beach, because that was the nicest day of the next 10 by far as temperatures warming up. You can get the latest forecast on nappycast.com.